Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to show you my review on the iPhone 5. And yes, this is separate from my unboxing video, which I'll have a link of that down in the description. Anyway, let's get down with this review. First off, I'll show you all the facial features of the iPhone 5. Here we have our home button. Then on the side, we have our volume rockers, and then the mute button. It vibrates whenever you turn it on mute. At the top we have our power on / off sleep / wake button. On the sides you just have this little hole, which if you put a pin or a SIM inject tool, the SIM card tray will come out along with the SIM card. Then on the bottom here we have our headphone jack. On the right of the headphone jack we have our microphone when you're talking. And to the right of that, we have screws. In the middle, we have the lightning port, which is new. And then to the right of the lightning port, we have a screw again. And then the speakers, which they are 4 times larger than the iPod Touch speakers. The iPod Touch 5th generation speakers, which, yeah. And then on the top, we have our FaceTime camera. And I'm not really sure what the thing below it is. Some people say it's a microphone. I think it's just a earpiece when you're talking. And that's it for the facial features. Now when we really get in depth of the iPhone, you can actually tell there's many features in it. It's very fast, fluid, and very responsive. Everything in it is just so fast. So when you slide, you can just unlock and do that. And then if you select right, you can just search, which isn't too bad. But when you search, it doesn't autocorrect your spelling if you spell something wrong. Then we slide down from the top, we have our notification center. And if you press the home button, you can just go into home screen, or you can just swipe up. And then if you double tap the home button, you have apps that are running in the background here, which I don't have any running in the background. I just X'd them out recently. There's the volume and control, which you can also control with the volume rockers. This is the orientation lock, which if you are like laying on a bed sideways, the screen won't turn like this if you're laying that way too. So if you turn that on, it won't like turn like that. And then if you have your music right here, you can open the music app from here too. And then, yeah, let me go into the App Store. It's actually, App Store loads are very fast compared to previous devices I've had. And it's way faster than all of them. iTunes Store opens pretty fast too. Well, not as fast as. But anyway, this is a great device. Highly recommend you buy it. Unless you have like the 4S and you wanna wait until the 5S, which I recommend doing that if you have a 4S. But if you're into tech a lot like me, then I recommend getting this. But anyway, the settings are really good too, because everything here is just so good. And what I really like is the auto brightness. Some devices don't exactly work as good as the iPhone 5 on auto brightness, and this works so well. Like if I'm going to light, the screen actually responds so immediately because the ambient light sensor is right there, which you can't exactly see on the black iPhone 5 because the sensor is black. But if you put this in a lot of sunlight, you can actually see it, which I'm not really doing that right now. And then we go into our phone settings. And just so you know, never press SIM pin. When I pressed that, my SIM card got locked. So remember that. And anyway, when your SIM card gets locked, you have to enter in an 8-digit code, and I do that. but then it still didn't work. Yeah, I had to get a new SIM card. So just remember not to do that. We go into mail, contacts, calendars. We have all this stuff. You can set up your emails and some other apps. The calendar app. You can set up events and you can see what day it is and all that. And what's neat is see the calendar app. The number on it changes every day. Like, since today is the 22nd, it's going to change to a 23rd tomorrow. And when it says Monday, it's going to change to Tuesday. That's really cool. So you don't really have to open it to see the day. And then you can go into your photos, which you can make albums and make photos. And then you have your photo stream. All these photos you can make. Put in your photo stream. Then what I really like is places. Like if you've ever traveled somewhere, you can look at the pictures you've taken in those places. So say that I traveled to Washington and then I took pictures of memorials there and stuff. And then when I came back to Pennsylvania, I could see all the Washington photos by going to places, and it shows where it is, Washington, D.C. And then move on to a camera app. This camera app is really good. Like, you can take so many photos so fast. And what I really like a new feature is when you go to options, you can go to panorama. That's when you can just press the photo button and slide to make one huge photo. Now, if we go to the videos app, it's just same and simple like all the other video apps that have been on the previous devices. The Maps app has been updated. Like, say I want to see the Empire State Building. Okay, it goes to Empire State Building. I'll zoom in right there. One really cool thing is flyover. You press satellite and then press this. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta search that again. You can see all the buildings in 3D mode. You can see the Empire State Building. It's really cool. It's a really cool feature they've added to iOS 6 and the iPhone 5 and other devices such as the iPad mini, iPod Touch 5th generation, so on and so forth. I'm not going to mention it all. And now, the weather app, it's still the same app, everything the same. Like all your cities, right here, same thing. But, that's, in the Notes app, you can make a note, and considering a 4-inch huge display on the iPhone 5, you can actually have a larger keyboard while making your notes if you do it this way. And it's a really good thing they've added to the features of the iPhone 5 and iPod Touch 5th generation, mostly iPhone 5. And then we go to the clock apps, just normal clocks, alarm, stopwatch, timer, that stuff. The reminders app is like, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can even tell Siri to tell you a reminder and all that stuff. Stocks app, I don't really see much of a difference. And going to Game Center, this is my Game Center account. So you know, add me on Game Center if you want. But that's it for iOS features like the apps. Now you can go into Siri. You can tell Siri to like remind you stuff. You can just talk to Siri. But sometimes Siri does not understand, which I don't like. But Google Voice actually understands better, but isn't exactly like Siri. But I like Siri, but I wish Siri could understand like Google Voice. Hello, Siri.
Hello there, SpongeBob.
Yeah, my nickname is SpongeBob on that. But I can tell Siri to like remind me to wake me up at 9 p.m. or something. remind me to wake up at 9 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you to wake up at 90. When would you like to be reminded?
No.
To continue, you can confirm, cancel. Okay then.
That was a reminder. You can have set alarms too. Set an alarm for 5 p.m.
You don't have an alarm set for 5 p.m.
Set an alarm for 5 p.m.
Your alarm's set for 5 p.m.
Delete all my alarms.
Are you sure you want to delete all your alarms?
Yes.
Okay, no more alarms.
Okay, so that's the Siri sort of works. And Siri, if you go into your contacts, you can actually make Siri recognize your siblings and family members by going to contacts, add field, and then select. You can select the. You can just select the family member field, and then you can add family members, and that's it. So the calling app is really responsive when you type in. It's really fast too. The calling isn't slow either. The iPhone 5 has very good signal in the exact same place other phones do. Like another phone, someone my family has right now is a Galaxy Nexus phone, and its phone just gets 1 bar. Mine gets 2 bars or 3 bars sometimes, just because I already have a good cell phone signal in my house, and lots of trees around my house are blocking the cell phone signal. So that's about it for that. The music app is really good. I mean, it's really organized. Everything's so good, which is the same as other devices. The mail app is pretty good too. Like, you can see all your emails you have, and you can go into them, check all your emails, and yeah. And that's it. Like, you can pretty much have all your apps so good or organized. And yeah, that's it for this review. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and comment on my videos to see what you want me to upload next. And please like this video. I really appreciate it. It makes my videos get seen more, which I've seen in my previous videos. So please like, and I'll see you next video. Peace out.